Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whenever you're hearing this video, gent. This is the Red Pill Ranger, and I'm your host, the Red Pill Ranger. This video today will be about, at this point, it logically makes no sense to listen to women. They will lie, pretty much while telling you they're not gonna lie. So, let's get into it. In my neighborhood alone, there's been at least 4 bridal shops that I've seen close in the last 2 years. One opened and didn't last 10 months. One was packed to the brim with suits for children, etc. I walked by one day and it's completely empty. No warning, no nothing. It's just empty. And at this point, it's evident that men are seeing no reason or purpose to marry women or American women in our society. Excuse me, fellas. So, as a man, I can attest to why and some of the reasons for that. And one of the main reasons is the video is, who would marry someone that you can't even listen to or believe or accept what they say or etc.? Funny just using the word believe, but who would do that? If it logically makes no sense to listen to you, to accept what you say, why would I marry you? If I have to spend 50% of my time dissecting what you're saying, whether it's bullshit or not, running it through the meter, through the red flag meter, what's the purpose? And at this point, most men have come to the realization that if you are going to engage in in a relationship with a woman, 9 times out of 10, you're going to end up going through that. That's what you're going to go through. As I'm doing this video right now, I'm watching someone, one of my neighbors, pick up a little thotty, and she dancing all outside the car. These Corona bitches, it's got these women going crazy, man. It really does, man. And sometimes I use profanity. So for the women who actually dare venture to this page, I hope you can take it, because I see you guys are sensitive nowadays. You know, you like to run the human resources for every little thing. But anyway, if there's no point in logically listening to you, what's the point in marrying you? If you ask a woman what her body count is, she's going to lie. Now, to hell with all the logical and rational and reasonable reasons why one would have to ask those questions. Just pure preference alone. You know, she's going to lie. The purpose of her lies, and most of their lies vary, but with this question, it doesn't vary. It's the same answer and the same reason. And the reason being is, if they actually had to tell you who they really were, they know that you would not deal with them anymore. That's why they lie. If they told you what they really did and who they really did it with and how many times they actually did it, they know you'd want nothing to do with them. They make a point of universally making sure that they all lie about that. They make it universal that when there is any sort of breakup in a relationship, that the moral high ground is automatically assumed to be on her part. I put a post not too long ago on one of my Facebook accounts. And, well, my Facebook accounts, like I have multiple ones. And it caught a lot of flack. And it had to do with the assault that went on in New York. And coming from neighborhoods where I saw that happen all the time, I can personally tell you that I personally took the time to study the situation, and I can personally tell you that when there's a situation involving delinquency in those children, 9 out of 10 times that child comes from a single parent household, and 9 out of 10 times that single parent household is a single mother. And almost 10 out of 10 is getting to that point. And when you bring this up, of course, they want to yell and scream and argue, well, my child isn't doing this, when I also say, well, who are you arguing against? Because I'm not arguing against well-behaved, non-delinquent children. I'm talking about the ones that are. They come from single-parent households, mainly single mothers. And I don't know why the father isn't there. I don't know whether him not being there is his fault or your fault. So that I cannot speak to. But what I do know is that he is not there, and this is what goes on. So your parenting is terrible without the guidance of a man there to help guide the family. It's evident. So we're going to touch on another video on the rape culture lie that they spew. It's just, the overall thing with women is this. They want respect from you. They really do want respect from you. But they haven't realized that you can't be deceitful and then expect someone to be righteous with you. I'm just saying. And as a man, as many men have known and figured out now, that women, you have a tendency to behave in this manner. I don't think that we're just making this up. I don't think that men are just rolling out of bed, stretching and saying, hey, you know what? I think women are blah, 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 X, Y, Z. No, that's not how it's happening. This is actually down to a science now, especially with American women and European women. And in Africa a lot now, it's getting there. It's just the women are, you live life on the hustle. And that's not wife material. And you know it isn't, but you won't accept the fact that it isn't and say, yo, let me do better. No, men need to do better. You men ain't this, that, and the third. Come on, man. You're a single mother divorcee of 4 children, 3 children. You got 2 baby daddies, 4 baby. Like, come on, man. Like, why do you believe that you deserve something real? As a matter of fact, how many men have you slept with? You're gonna lie right now. So why should we even move further when you're gonna lie right out the gate? That's why you don't want that question addressed. Amber Heard proved that lying is what you'll do. With no regard for anyone's safety, with no regard for anyone's respect. This has been the Red Pill Ranger. At this point, it really logically makes no sense to listen to women because they will lie saying they'll never lie. So if they say that, you should automatically know that they're lying.